and they are important too. But the well-balanced dispensing plan would be having products which best suits the patient or the beneficiary, in this case, we would call them. And there has to be, a strong effort where we can cover those products if there is a third party who's covering those things. So basic insurances, obviously, in the country, we have two big giants, obviously, the federal and state. And then I just wrote there mostly everything in between. Then it goes in a lot of Blue Crosses and different kind of insurances, military, federal insurance plans, things of that nature. They all have, unfortunately, their own policies. So when it comes to the insurance, if we are open to accept 200 plans, I will not be surprised that at least 100 of them are not matching with each other. So there's a lot of background work, which happens commonly in the insurance world, which medical supply places are doing. So that's basically the common insurance coverage, which we will discuss a little bit more actually on this topic. I just wanted to bring a few things, and then there are a few categories, and then I think, like Steve recommended, I'm going to do a few slides, and then, let's go ahead and see, what everyone thinks. So basically, the point which I really want to press on is we are looking at a cane here. Now, a cane obviously is so a very important difference between a pharmacy and a medical supply is when a prescriber writes a prescription for a prescription medicine, that prescription is most likely entirely one document which is needed to process. In medical supply, a prescription written by a prescriber usually does not take precedence. It is an initiation of an order, and it's almost always not sufficient enough. So it's just basically a starting of a treatment plan. And that's one very major difference between a medical supply and a pharmacy. When we have patients coming in, they bring a prescription for a medical supply. And what they sometimes don't realize, which is not their obviously job to realize. So we explain them that this prescription with your payer is basically an initiation of an order. The order is not complete. And then we start going back and we know the requirements of that one certain payer against one certain equipment. And then we match those requirements. And then we start communicating with the prescriber. This is the main difference, which I can tell if someone asks me, what's the difference between a pharmacy and a medical supply on the insurance side? And that's the first thing which I will say, that, a prescription for a pharmacy is sort of a one and done kind of deal. In a medical supply, it's almost always not sufficient enough for the payers. Yes, it is. At least with our business, we realize that we do this obviously professionally.